Hello.
You already have a lip print on your glass. You know what that means. Somebody was sipping before the start of the show.
Well, you have to try things before you put them on the show.
That's what you said about me. Anyway, welcome to Chris and Edmi's Kitchen.
No.
And I'll say this as a corny weatherman, there's something fishy about this show coming up. Why?
Because we're doing fish.
Oh!
I mean, we've never done fish.
We've done shrimp.
We've done shrimp,
That's it.
but we've never done fish.
No, and
we have a red snapper.
We're doing a red snapper, which I probably tried red snapper for the first time in my life. Maybe 10 years ago or so. I was not a fish guy. I was like, shrimp and lobster.
Don't you eat
and
fish,
calamari.
like 7 fish for Christmas?
I would eat 3 of them. And let everybody else eat the other 4. I was never like into the scungil and all that bacalao. I didn't know.
I love
Well, we did a bacalao, so we did another.
Oh, that's true. We did bacalao.
We're discovering as we go here. Anyway.
I'm an island person. I'm an island girl, so we do a lot of fish.
So we're doing a red snapper today, and
Yes.
I kind of wavered back and forth how to make this. We could do it a little more complicated, but I wanted to go just kind of clean, straightforward, more like just kind of that olive oil, lemon type of thing. But we found something when we went on a visit to New Paltz, which is kind of a beautiful town nestled up in the Hudson Valley that we've come to love, and we walked through the town, and there's great hiking areas around there, great mountain trails around there.
Just to shop antiques.
Yeah, and we discovered an olive oil and balsamic store and all different herbs in that location in particular. And so that's one of the things as the major ingredient that I'm going to be using today. But shall we get started, or we have something you'd like to add?
Because to be different, we're starving.
Okay, what a surprise. Let us move over to, so what we've got here, earlier on today I marinated 3 fillet of red snapper, if you will.
Do you know something funny? In red snapper in Spanish, in Puerto Rican.
In Puerto Rican? As if that's a language.
Yes. We call him chillo.
Chillo?
Chillo.
Chillo.
Yes.
Oh,
but chillo is also the word for a lover. Like when somebody has a lover.
Red snapper.
She has a
red snapper?
She has a chillo. Yeah.
Really?
That's how.
Oh, languages, they're so obscure and weird.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do, I had marinated it in olive oil, a little garlic, salt and pepper, and just a quick squeeze of fresh lemon. So what I want to do, and again, I'm just kind of winging this a little bit. A little olive oil.
We love to wing it.
What are we there to do? You're in the kitchen, you wing it. But we're going to heat this up and really quick, just kind of brown on both sides the red snapper, and then we're going to put it in the oven, and I'll show you what I'm going to put on top.
Perfect.
So we've gone with a tasty Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand.
So cold and I love white wine, but it has to be really cold.
This almost came out.
Sparkling has to be really cold because it was.
I put it in the freezer because it was
we
not
forgot.
in the fridge, and it came out as a slushy, but now it's liquidated.
I like it.
Oyster Bay, or as they used to say in New York, Oyster Bay. Okay, so this is heating up nicely.
See, I'm not the only one who pronounced things wrong.
Well, in New York, they thought they were still pronouncing it right. We still do to this day. You say Oyster Bay. I mean, I had a grandmother who would say.
To me, it's a language thing. I speak a different language.
Well, my grandmother would say things like, "The turlet is running."
Turtle?
Turlet.
Turlet.
Instead of the toilet.
Oh.
Turlet paper, turlet. Making a lot of noise, so we have to talk a little louder on it tonight.
Oh,
I
right.
apologize. I don't think that's good enough. So quickly, we're making a little bit of I wouldn't even call it a sauce, but what we're going to put over.
A marinade.
The camera's speaking again. Wow, it's amazing. I have the talking camera. The marinade, it's not really a marinade. I marinated already. So this is just what we're going to put. It's olive oil, salt, and pepper, very basic, and about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to whisk that up real quickly. Take our fish.
That was just browning, right?
Just browning. Bottom side into the pan with parchment paper. This fish is really going to cook very quickly in the oven. We're talking, minutes because it's already cooked somewhat here. Now, I'm going to take the so-called marinade, whatever it was. I should probably brush this on, but I'm being really lazy now. I'm just going to put it over the top. Guess what I did? I forgot the main ingredient.
Ah,
This is what we're talking about. It's called Scarborough Fair. Is the place up in New Paltz. But this is a Sicilian lemon balsamic. We're just gonna throw that in there. Probably about, I'm gonna guesstimate, 2 to 3 tablespoons. Now we're gonna do this. So here's your marinade going on, or glaze, or whatever you would like to call it. And then finally, before we put it in the oven, we're gonna have some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, just to give it a little something on top to kind of crunch it up a little bit. You go Italian seasoned, you go make your own. There's, you know, I kind of toyed around with the idea because I did something not for the show yet. I crushed up a bunch of almonds and sort of mixed it with breadcrumb and had an almond encrusted chicken that we did. So we may do that. You could have done that with the fish. Anyway, oven's been preheating at 375, so this doesn't feel hot. So in we're gonna go with our fish. Keep your fingers crossed that this works.
So what are we doing?
We've got some sides. Nothing too extravagant. Pretty straightforward, actually. Steam some broccoli here. We're gonna just stir fry that really quick with some.
I steamed that.
All over the grill. Also over here, which we also have nothing to do with, but these are fava beans in tomato sauce. It's kind of a Greek specialty, actually, with some Greek seasonings. And I'm just heating
Wait,
those
the
up.
first time that I had fava beans, I was in Spain. I was 10 years old, and it was like a stew with fava beans and pork, and it was so good.
I
For a
think.
10-year-old to like fava beans, it had to be very good.
Well, fava
You know?
beans get a bad reputation from.
From what?
Fava beans.
What is that? I don't
An-
like it that
Anthony
he made
Hopkins.
references.
Well, what was the
Oh!
the reference now. I remember Anthony Hopkins
Silence of the
Lambs,
Lambs.
right? He was going to make
I
a
love
little.
that movie.
Oh, references. See,
Well, because
you are
most
ready
of the
to jump on me
that
and
you
just.
make are not really things that I know, because I did not grow up in this country.
Because I'm so much older than you.
That too.
Oh, that hurt.
You
Can
didn't like
can you,
that.
Can you take that knife out? It's right over here.
Why
Just
would you put your
take it out. In goes. I hope you're still watching. In goes the broccoli. Salt and pepper to taste with the broccoli. But guess what else I'm going to add to the broccoli? By the way, somebody clearly hit the wine sooner than I did.
It's a fine natural me.
Is it really? Guess what I'm going to add to the broccoli at the very end? Red pepper flakes. Woohoo!
Never asked that.
Gotta have some red pepper flakes. Okay. By the way, while you were sleeping, while you were whatever you were doing, I threw on the broil for the fish. So I'm gonna let that boil for maybe another 2 or 3 minutes, but it's looking pretty good.
It smells even better.
Fava beans are ready.
I kind of like the
Broccoli
fact
is
that
ready?
it's here.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it.
I'll
Okay,
tell you, I'm
we're gonna plate it up.
The one cooking and doing everything and cleaning.
The drama queen is out. Okay, so we're gonna plate everything up. Hopefully
Yes.
it'll look pretty. It should be colorful. It looks like a colorful plate. We'll try to find colorful plates for you. And we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. You know, she always
No,
said,
they know we're gonna be right back.
You sure?
Of course.
You're watching Chris and Edmi's Kitchen. Shut up. We'll be back into this commercial break that we don't have any sponsors. But we'll be right back nonetheless. We pretend we have sponsors. So this is very colorful, what we have plated here. I don't know if it's going to taste good, but it's certainly very colorful. We've got something green, kind of orange, red.
Don't doubt yourself.
Well, this is our first go at this type of a
You
dish.
try it. Tell me how it goes.
All right. I mean, I hope we didn't dry it out too
No,
much.
it
That's
doesn't
what
look
that's
very
what we think.
moist.
That's what we
So
do.
let me see. It's good.
That worked. It worked.
It's good.
I think I'm going to go back and steal a little more of that lemon balsamic and just drizzle it over the top.
I think
I think
fine.
yes.
I think yes. Then you do what you want.
You're fine. But anyway, again, this is one of those dishes. You can do whatever you want with it. I think red snapper, a lot of those flaky white fish, they're kind of like an empty canvas, and you can decide on what seasonings you want to put on top of it. But it's healthy, good for you. That's what we're trying to emphasize as well these days. Broccoli's good for you. I don't know about the fava beans. There's a plane coming today. Hear it? Anyway, let's end this short and sweet. Fava beans are good too.
I'm gonna say this goes really well with that.
It's perfect with the fish.
Oh perfect.
Yeah, you know, stay with me, kid. The combinations, you'll figure it out.
Really?
What wine to drink with what food. Yeah, hang in there, just a little bit longer.
I guess I'll stick around.
Okay. Buen Provecho. Stay safe. Stay well. We shall see you when we see
Eat
you.
healthy.
Eat
Most
healthy.
of all, eat healthy, and then you'll be healthy.
Take care of yourself. We'll get over this. See you soon.
We forgot to say Buen Provecho.
I did.
I mean, I forgot to say Buen Provecho.
You missed it. I hit your glasses. Said Buen Provecho. You're like,